Can you tell me your name? Can you please tell me your name, where and when you were born, and a little bit about your family?
Okay, my name is Rose Marion Rice, R-I-C-E. I was born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1947. My mom died when I was 3, so I became a ward of the state. I had, 9 brothers and sisters. I attended Carver Vocational High School. I majored in business administration. I have 2 children. Is that good?
It is.
All right.
So you were present for President Obama's inauguration on February 20th.
Inauguration. Why did you go to his second inauguration instead of his first?
The first inauguration, I had never attended in my life. I had never attended an inauguration. So when he was elected president, some friends and we all got together. We had an inauguration party at a friend's house, and a bunch of us got together, and we were just applauding him. And I thought at that time, why aren't we there? Why are we here celebrating this? Why aren't we there? And it was at that point I decided that if I got the opportunity again, and every opportunity I get to go to an inauguration, I'm going to go, irregardless of especially if it's a president I voted for. I didn't go to the last one, but I thought I would go. Another thing was that my grandchildren were at an age where we had already started teaching them about politics and the voting system and what their rights are and what have you. And I thought it was important that they be there at the inauguration. They, at some point in their life, have to be able to say, in my opinion, I wanted them to be able to say that they had attended an inauguration. That's historical. We live 40 miles from Washington, D.C. This is how I feel. There's no reason why we should not have been there.
So was being there for even though it was President Obama's second inauguration, why was being there so important to you? Like, what did it signify to you, being there for the inauguration?
Camaraderie more than anything. 99.9% of the people there were on one accord. I love it. I hate disparity. I hate division. Oh, wow. I can't even explain to you. And you don't normally see, I see that at a football game,
You don't see anyone rally behind a political figure.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's rare that I see us all come together, like I said, on one accord, and everyone was in a festive mood, and it was a good day, and it was
camaraderie and getting together and everything. And during President Obama's 2 terms in office, he did win a Nobel Peace Prize for helping to bridge international relationships between the U.S. and other countries. There were a lot of legal actions involved. He took off some travel bans, taxes, imports, exports, all of that, more political terms. So did you follow all of his actions in office, or only when it came to certain aspects of it, only when it came to things that would affect you directly?
Probably more when it affected me or my community. And when I say my community, I'm talking about Black and brown people. Those are the least of these. Not only Black and brown, but the people who weren't the rich, the elite.
Mm-hmm. As you were talking about the opposition that President Obama faced when it came to him and getting some legislation through the House of Representatives and the Senate and all of that stuff, do you think that he was opposed more because he was African American or because he was a Democrat?
Absolutely. In the conversation. Absolutely. Without a doubt. It was not because
President Obama was in office, from what you can remember. Was there anything that you didn't agree with or thought that he could have done better?
Wow, my husband and I have this conversation all the time. So, what I feel is that he did the best he could with what he had to work with. He was opposed in every door he tried to open. The Republicans closed it. And they even talk about the fact that they had agreed to slam doors in his face everywhere. It was sinful, the way he was treated. And our country, we the people, we allowed it. And so, I think he did the best he could. No, I have no qualms about anything he did. The one thing I thought that would happen was that he could change the disparity in the voting rights across the country. But it was then at that point that I was reminded, my civic classes taught me that the way our government is structured, the president himself has little say. Let me put it that way. While he is the most powerful person in the world, he has little say. Our legislation had to do, and when Mitch McConnell, who's the Speaker of the House or whatever he is, he said this is not something I'm making up. He said, and so many other the Republican Congress people and Senate people senators said that was their bang. They got together early in the game and decided nothing that this person proposed would they go along with, irregardless of whether it was for the good of the country. And so I say to you, we
Okay, now I only have about 2 more questions.
Okay.
So, in your opinion, President Obama and his wife, the First Lady Michelle Obama, they were definitely favorites in the White House. They were favorites all around. You have Michelle Obama going on Ellen and doing carpool karaoke with James Corden and all of that fun stuff. So, in your opinion, how do you think that they became so favorited?
Because they were decent people. They had integrity. Oh my goodness. They exuded love for one another, love for their country, love for their fellow man. Wow. Intelligent, educated. People love them all over the world. They wanted a change in this country. They advocated change. And they were the underdog.
Yeah, they were definitely underdogs, for sure. And everyone likes the underdogs.
Right, we do. We love it. Yep, we love it. Those of us who are about anything, especially when the underdog is a good guy, But this country leaves a lot to be desired.
It does.
But I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud of who we are and where we are.